Good morning. I'm in the studio with Gypsy. It's 8 degrees outside, so I've had the heat cranked. And if it gets cold in here, I will have to stop the video and run the heater for a while, which is really loud. I have been working on this painting. It's pretty much done, but I want to do something to make the red parts better, and then maybe tone down the outside so it's less distracting. Yesterday, I put a final coat of gloss medium on it, and today I am just going to use some white glaze to go over the outside around here. So I'll just take a brush that's like a medium-sized brush and just go over it with the white glaze, see how it looks after one coat. I might have to go back and do another coat. And then what I want to do is do some dark in these areas. I want to keep the red, but I want an outline that is also dark. So I'm going to either I might do a line inside in some places, or just add some darks inside of the red that's already there. It's just going to be kind of random. So that's what I'm doing today. And I have not thought of a name for this painting, so maybe it'll come today. Tomorrow is the farmer's market, and it's supposed to be really cold. I think it'll be like 0 or maybe even below 0 when I'm setting up. So it's not going to be fun. But once you get inside, it's warm. Hopefully people will go out and go to the farmer's market. A little update on what's been going on with me. I have finished applying for shows for this year. I've applied to a total of 8. Two of them I got into already. Those are the ones in May and June. Then I just applied yesterday for a small market that happens in April. It's indoors, and it's in Littleton, which is about an hour and a half drive from here. So I'll have to go down there early in the morning and set up, and it'll be a long day, and then I'll drive home at night. But it's very inexpensive booth fee, and I think it'll give me a chance to make some sales in that long stretch between when the farmer's market ends and when the summer shows begin. What's the matter, Gypsy? You want out? You want to go out? I know you're going to ask to come in as soon as I let you out. Okay. So that's what I'm doing today. I mixed up this glaze yesterday, and I said I was going to talk about glazing. You know, I'm just going to give you the basics. I'm not going to get into details because this is something that I'm still learning myself. It's something that you learn in CVP, and it's really, it just takes time to master it. You have to decide how much coverage you want on an area. Do you want to really let the colors blend together so that they kind of fade into the background together, or do you just want a light coating to just tone it down? There are certain parts that I like that are going to be in the glazed area. So what I'll do with those, once I put the glaze on, I will let the glaze start. It starts to dry, but then I can go back in with baby wipes or a paper towel or shop towel and see what do I want to keep? What do I want to tone down, and what do I not want to tone down so much? So look at this. I've done the bottom. I'm just going to do like one side at a time because I want to be able to work with the glaze while it's still wet. So with this is definitely more than I want to cover it with, but I'm gonna let this soak in for a little while. It'll just sit there, and then what I'll do is go over it with a towel and soak some of it up. So you see how I just put the shop towel down. It's just like a paper towel, and then that little area in the bottom there that you can see what was underneath. So I want to be somewhere between being able to see what was underneath, but also, covering it. So I'm going to add some back. And I forgot that I also put some glazing medium in there that keeps it from drying so fast. So I don't need to work as quickly as I usually would with all of this. So I'll go part way up the next side. Okay, so now you can see that I've done the corner and then part way up the next side. So this is the part that I glazed just a little while ago. I actually glazed this yesterday. I might go back and do another coat over that. I'm not sure if that's enough coverage. So now I'm going to take some baby wipes. These are just basically fragrance-free baby wipes. And what they do is they will pick up they can pick up any mistakes when you go, like if you paint your glaze over another area, if you gloss mediumed over it first, it'll just come right off with the baby wipe. But it also can help spread the glaze around and give you a better idea of how much coverage you'll have. You just have to give the glaze a chance to start drying. Oh, somebody wants to come in. You want to come in again? Come on, it's cold out there. Come on in, you're covered with snow. Yeah, good girl. Sometimes the baby wipe gets saturated with paint, so I turn it over and I use the other side of it. Then if it smears the glaze in places where you don't want it, you're going to have to come back in with a clean towel or baby wipe to get that so it doesn't dry on the painting and the parts that you didn't want to cover. Okay, well, I think that I basically took everything off. You can't really tell now that I glazed it. So I definitely need to make my glaze a little thinner. So that just means I'm going to add water to it. And for my glaze, if it's white, I'm just using either zinc white or transparent mixing white. And you can add a glazing medium to it, but you don't have to. And just water until you get it to the right consistency. See, that's pretty watery. So I'm going to go over everything that I feel like didn't quite get enough glaze the first time. So now I'm going to go up. I'll just go completely up the side because I see I had enough time before the glaze didn't dry enough that it covered anything. I took it off too fast, so I had plenty of time. With acrylic paint, it dries really fast, especially here in our climate. It's just so dry here. But you can add certain mediums to it to keep it from drying so fast. I'll show you what I use. It doesn't really do that much. It doesn't make that much difference, but this is what I use. I just add some to the paint, to the glaze mixture. And that's all it does. It just slows down the drying a little. So you can work with it longer before it dries. Okay, I'm going to go around, well, I'm almost to the other end, so I'm going to go around the whole thing. And I'll just I'll go back and work in the order I started from the bottom and work around the top where I'm putting on the glaze last. Who wants in? Oh, it's Velcro. Velcro always opens the door herself. Come on in. It's cold. Come on. They're waiting for their dad to take them. Oh, you got leaves all over you. Their dad's going to take them for a very cold, short walk this morning. They will not let it go. They do not like to miss their walk. We will hear about it all day if we don't at least take them for a short one. Okay, so I have covered everything except for that one area that I originally did. See how the outside is all covered with that glaze. Now I'm going to look at it on my easel so I can step back a little ways and see if I like that. And Velcro's talking to me. What, you want out now? Okay. Okay. Go out. It being 8 degrees outside doesn't seem to faze them. All right, I am going to go back over this area that I glazed yesterday because I think it needs a little more coverage. So now I'm going to roll my shop towel around the edges to try to pick up most of the glaze in one trip. Okay, I'll let you out in a second. Just wait, okay? Just wait. I'll let you out. Let me just finish this. Okay. We don't have a lot of patience around here, do we? Go ahead. So now, I picked up most of that. Can you see that? So you can still see some of the colors underneath. And I like it that way. I think I like that. I'm going to try to straighten up. I got a few little lines here. They actually look kind of cool. Some lines from the glaze when I was rolling the towel. I'm just going to blot them a little bit to pick up the extra. I don't want it to drip. Oh, I see an area down here that needs a little more coverage. Okay. So now, I don't know if you can see that. There. And all the windows are starting to fog up too. I think I like it that way. Move that back. See if I close that, if I can see it better. Get some of that bright light. Well, I like that I can still see underneath with that coat of glaze. And I didn't really cover anything that I didn't want to. Plus, I'm going to go back over the red area. But I think that's good. So what I'm going to do now, since I'm pretty happy with that, I'm going to go put it back over here and let it dry in front of the heater. And hopefully the heater won't be too loud. Open this up again. Yeah, it is really cold. We haven't had winter yet this year. So you can see here what it looked like at the beginning before I glazed over the edges. You can see they're a lot more vivid in there. And this is what it looks like after the glaze. You can see that on the edges, you can still see the color underneath, but it's not as bright and saturated. So that, in a nutshell, is my approach to glazing. What I'm doing with glazing is pushing things back so they're not as bright and saturated, which allows other parts of the painting to come forward and be noticed. It creates differences in your artwork, which makes it really interesting. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe, like, and share these videos. We'll see you in the next one.